out to my friends from Goodfellas TV, from Alexis Too Sexy Salazar.
Hey man, it seemed to be some type of disconnect between Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia teams now. De La Hoya and Ryan saying the fight gonna happen in April. Word around PBC is saying that they want to push the fight in May. Now, you know, we all most people who follow boxing was kind of scratching our heads when we heard that Errol excuse me, alluded on Twitter that he was fighting in April. All right, we all was kind of scratching our heads and stuff, and we like, damn, Gervonta and Ryan supposed to be fighting in April. Now, what PBC is saying is that the fight can happen in May. Now, I heard that's what Al, excuse me real quick, I heard that's what Al was telling Gervonta, that he wanted Ryan and Tank to take over May and Cinco de Mayo. Now, I don't know when Canelo fighting again. They said it's still up in the air if he could fight John Ryder in May or not. Most people think it'd be in the UK, and then, you know, it'll be earlier in the day, and then Ryan and Tank can have the end of the day. I don't know if they could put John Ryder and Canelo on the zone pay-per-view in the middle of the day in May, especially when the weather started to break. I think the smart thing would be is just give it to the subscribers for free. I mean, but hey, that's to each his own. They know what they doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know excuse me, the exact business model that they're running. But yeah, most people like how they gonna do Errol and Keith in April, and Tank and Ryan in April. And apparently the move is supposed to be Tank and Ryan possibly going in May. So, like I continue to say, to me, that don't make no sense. For one, doing them both in April. So that's why I'm like, most people think like if one fight won't happen, it's probably gonna be Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. You know, Gervonta Davis hit and run case got pushed back to February 16th. They got a plea deal with the district attorney, but the plaintiff, you know, and then they got a civil suit. The plaintiffs didn't agree to the plea deal, thus the judge not agreeing to the plea deal. So we'll see what happened. And then with Ryan, you never know what's gonna happen. But then again, with Errol Spence, you never know what's gonna happen. With Keith Thurman, it didn't seem like he wanted to get in the ring with Errol Spence, so it might be a situation with neither one of them happening at all. And then also in April, you're supposed to get the return of Anthony Joshua versus probably fucking nobody. So that's what I was kind of scratching my head. They both gonna do them in April, but apparently now Ryan and Tank is already talked about getting pushed back until May. So, I mean, it is what it is. I really don't think they got no structure. You got, you know, Ryan and Oscar saying that April. You got, you know, PBC saying in May. I mean, Tank saying his side of the deal is done. They waiting on Ryan and all that type of stuff. But it don't even seem like they on the same page. To me, it don't even seem like they on the same page. That's what it seemed like to me. How y'all agree to a deal where y'all, you know, you agree to a side of a contract and y'all don't even know what date y'all fighting on. More PBC jive. More PBC jive turkey, bruh. More PBC jive turkey. That's all that is. More PBC jive. I wouldn't be surprised if that fight don't happen. At the end of the day, I don't care if it happened. I already told y'all why I feel that fight bad for boxing anyway. And the precedent they trying to set in boxing is you can, you know, you can bum-bash your way to a super fight. And no, it ain't gonna work. Care what they numbers say. You did 1 trillion worldwide wives and shit. Nah, I don't care. I don't care what they say. You know? But yeah, they don't even know. They ain't even. You got a deal, but it sound like a very vague deal, kind of like Benavidez and Plant. They going back and forth on Instagram. Oh yeah, we gonna fight this day. You know, we ain't got a date. We ain't got a venue. Like nigga, like how y'all agree to something y'all don't even know when y'all fighting or where y'all fighting at. It sounds like a stereotypical black business. Dysfunctional, unorganized, Real talk. And De La Hoya out here hanging on by a limb himself. You know? People want to see fights, and people want to, get fight dates in advance. If y'all gonna be fighting once every 12 months, every 18 months, damn, we need to know before 6 to 8 weeks. That's crazy. People, somebody want to go to this fight or whatever, want to fly in and go to this fight or something. And they telling you at 6 weeks, you thinking it's in Vegas, and then they change it, or we having it in Wichita, Kansas, or some shit like that. And you're like, oh damn, you know what I'm saying? But the good thing about some of the locations that they use and abuse for fights is one of the reasons the fights can't grow, is that they always in good locations. So if you buy a ticket and it fall out, at least you in LA, at least you in Dallas, at least you in Vegas, at least you in New York City, and those are all good and great destinations. Just to have fun in. You can take that fight ticket you was gonna buy something, go see a play on Broadway in New York. You can go gamble. If you into buying hookers, go to Vegas and buy some hookers. Whatever you into. Helicopter rides, going to the Hoover Dam in Vegas. Dallas, got a lot of women down there, some melting pot down there, a lot of things to do. Eat, Cowboys, Dallas Maverick, whatever. So yeah. But it don't sound like this too organized. I don't know what type of negotiating they was doing per se, but it sounds like it's a disconnect. And I know Al Heyman, I told Tank that he really kind of want to make it he want to make it in April. I mean in May, that's what he had told him, but it was contingent on what Canelo do. So what if Canelo pull a 360 and do a real pay-per-view in May and fight Beagle or something like that, and then it's like what? Then what, we gonna push it to June? Ryan Garcia should have just took a tune-up, because that's gonna be an excuse. Tank got me because I didn't take a tune-up, and these fighters moving up and down, trying to find excuses. It seemed like, Floyd Mayweather put so much emphasis on the O. Everybody feel like you gotta have your O to beat somebody in boxing. You don't. Sean Porter still somebody. He lost multiple times. Ugas still got the Spence fight and Pacquiao fight and lost multiple times. It is what it is. Now, if you lose and you don't get paid for losing, that's a whole different game plan. I feel it. Then I really ain't trying to lose. But man, these dudes ain't competitors no more, bro. And I blame the handlers in boxing for taking the competitiveness, and Mayweather for taking the competitiveness out of boxing. Everybody just want to duck, and none of these dudes really should be Hall of Famers. Only a select few. None of these dudes should be Hall of Famers. Real talk, none of these dudes should be really Hall of Famers. Only a few. The way they moving, it's an embarrassment. It's a true embarrassment. It really is. But they don't know what's going on, bro. If I was a Batman, they ain't get in the ring. So can't trust Ryan, can't trust Tank. Shit crazy. It's crazy. But, so now the word is it's possibly going back to May. And that's at Canelo's discretion. He like Tank, but he got something against Ryan Garcia. He probably gonna try to chop Ryan Garcia off at the legs. I won't blame him. That's one thing this generation ain't got. They don't have no loyalty, bro. They don't have no loyalty. You can't be loyal to your parents. You know what I'm saying? How they gonna be loyal to another person? So they ain't got no loyalty. He bit the hand that feed him Canelo. And Canelo made Golden Boy rip up his contract and give him a new contract against the Roman. And he turned on Canelo Alvarez. Come on. So it is what it is. So now allegedly he's pushing the fight back to May. You know, which fight is more anticipated, Spence and Thurman or Ryan and Tank? I think Ryan and Tank. Especially with Spence and Thurman being above welterweight. I mean, I don't, you know, if you had to ask me which fight I'm looking more forward to see, I don't really care. I don't respect neither four involved. Really. I respect them as men, you know, from what I see from the outside looking in for the most part. You know, as boxers for getting in the ring, but other than that, they boxing character I don't respect. Neither four of them. Want to blame Al, want to blame Lupe Valencia, you want to blame Oscar De La Hoya, Eric Gomez, Robert D, whoever they want to blame. Sam Watson, Derrick James, Calvin Ford. I don't really respect their boxing character outside of the ability to get in the ring and train and do this for a living. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out the Trey Lines Talk playlist. Check out the Boxing Rumor playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live and drop a video financially. Want to support the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.